What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sneaker Fox Sneaker Watch. It is your humble host, TKO Sneakers in the Fox, and I got my boy Fort Knox, my brother. He'll be jumping on in a little bit. Just waiting for him to tap into the live, and we about to get this started, man. We were supposed to have Stunner 1K earlier today, but he had some technical difficulties. So I'm going to go ahead and reschedule that for another day. So just stay tuned for Stunner 1K. But this is even more significant that I got Fort Knox. You know, we're actually recording our podcast at the same time for Sneaker Fox, Sneaker Watch. So it's actually significant. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. And I got my brother Fort Knox there. Let me go ahead and get him tapped in. There we go, my brother. There we go. We are tapped in. What's
What's
going on,
poppin'?
Fort?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's going on, my brother? What's going on?
Yo, I'm good. I'm good. What's poppin' on that side?
Hey, you know how
Yo,
we
we
got
here.
intro
We
this,
here.
man.
Thank you for having me as always.
I need that intro, man. I need that
Yo,
intro.
son, you know it's
We need that energy, bro. I need that intro.
family. You already know it's heavy.
What's going on, bro?
Yes.
What's going on, my dude? What's going on, man? How's life?
No doubt. Maintaining, yo, God is the greatest, man. I'm at the crib chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
On the
definitely is
couch,
the greatest. Hey, I
relaxing,
just want to
sitting
tell
back,
you.
kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Looking forward to this.
I want to tell you something that's so. I
Yeah,
want to
I'm
tell you
with you.
something that's so significant about this. This is my first airing of the. This is the first recording of the podcast, and you were the very first person that ever hosted
That's
one of
good
my
word.
events. My very first event, you were the first one to host it, and then for you to be my first guest on the podcast, man, that's just dope, man. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope.
Yo, it's a
Exactly,
circle of life,
exactly.
baby. It's
I
a
don't know if you
circle of
remember the
life.
event,
You know
but
what I
my
mean?
very first event
That's how it
was
goes.
the Christmas concert we did for Toys for Tots. You remember that? That was the very first
Yo,
event I ever
yo,
did in
what
the
was
A.
that at
Was that Christmas for Toys for Tots, and we had all them toys we got for the kids. One of the reps from Toys for Tots came through. We got him on the mic. He came and picked up the toys. We had a bunch of toys. Man, it was just a blessed night, man. And you were the host of the very first event that I ever did.
crazy.
That's crazy. And I think that was what,
We've been doing this for a minute, baby. We've been doing this for a minute.
2015? Yeah, it was a while ago. This was a while ago, man. So we talking about 2015. That's
Yeah,
15
son.
years, bro.
Yeah,
That's
son.
15
Real
years,
talk. Real talk.
man.
Real talk.
Hi, everybody. We got
You
Fort
know what I
Knox
mean?
in the appearing here on the podcast. He also here on our IG live. We about to chop it up, man. And this is what I want to do first, because I want to give you your accolades, your roses. And I just need to read this, man. You know what you've done. I got to read this your resume. You know, so your resume is just crazy, man. So you've hosted ASCAP events, BMI, Red Bull, A3C, South by Southwest. Um, you've hosted Scarface, Two Chains, B.O.B., Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Ab Soul, Fashawn, Joey Badass, Freddie Gibbs, Currency, Run the Jewels, J. Cole, Earth Gang, Jid, Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, Bun B, Raekwon, Ghostface, Mob Deep, RP Prodigy, West Side Gun, Conway, Benny the Butcher, bruh, 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 legendary shit,
Yo,
bruh. There's very
God is
few
good, baby.
people who can say they've done this, bruh. This is legendary. So I just wanted to salute you. give you your roses and tell
I
you are a
appreciate
legend,
family.
bro. Like, for real. You are a legend, what you've done. From hosting countless events in the city, connecting people, connecting artists. You are a staple and foundation of this Atlanta hip-hop culture, bro. Like, for real. You are a staple of this Atlanta hip-hop culture. And I just wanted to salute you, my brothers. I love you. Just respect you for what you've done. All the advice that you've given me over the years. Just, I salute you, brother. I really do, man. Because this resume, there's very few people who can even compare to this resume right here, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, family. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's a lot of
Right.
love and passion right there. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Right.
my job is my joy. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
that's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just committed to
Okay.
continuing to have fun, you know what I'm saying, and rock with the greats, you know what I'm saying, and do my thing and play my part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started out as an MC like back in
Oh,
'85,
man.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, on some
Okay.
rhyming maneuvers, you know what I mean? You fast forward, you know what I'm saying, like I played every role from
Right.
manager to event promoter, you know what I'm saying, to hype man,
Right.
rocking with artists on stage, you know what I'm saying? It finally turned into an
Right.
event host, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I found
Okay.
my niche, you know what I'm saying? Like hosting events and
Right.
bringing
Right.
that energy to the people, you know what I'm saying? And I love it to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? And it's an honor to have rocked
My
with
good man.
those
Yeah.
individuals that you named, you know what I'm saying? And not just them, but to rock with people and
Exactly.
creatives throughout the city. Like, you have a lot of local shows that I've done, and I've seen creatives get busy and manifest their talent, and it's a joy for me because I see it, and it empowers me because I'm like, I love seeing creatives
Right. Right. Right.
manifest their passion to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? And I have in my mind, keep with it,
Exactly.
because I know where it can take them,
Yeah.
because I've seen it happen before. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's what I wanted to ask you too. Is that
I'm a little kid with,
hold on?
you know
We're
what I'm
breaking
saying?
up here. I'm waiting for the. Okay, there we go. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Is that your energy remains the same no matter what you host, from doing a concert with Scarface and Ghostface down to a local showcase. It's the same exact energy. It never changes. It's the same energy.
No doubt, no doubt, because it's love across the board. Because at the end of the day, like, this culture, as far as hip hop is concerned, like, literally saved my life. Like, I came down here I came down here from New York in '86.
Okay.
So, it was very early for me. I was 11 years old. And I was basically torn away from everything
Okay.
that I knew in New York. To, it was new. It was very foreign, of course, for me when I came down here. I didn't know anybody. It was hard for me to relate, so on and so forth. Music was the only thing that I could
Okay.
really vibe with. You know what I'm saying? So 89.3, 88.5 back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Randall Moore, Talib Shabazz. I could go on and on about, how many nights I stayed up. I saw Big Oomp, an interview with him and Sammy approved on Patchwork. Big Gip put it up the other day. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
was rocking
crazy.
with
That's
them
crazy.
like
Yeah.
years ago. You know what I'm saying? Edward J. You know what I'm saying? Like I was rocking with music. That was me, and that was my zone right there. Like, that was my fallback. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
I was an introvert, basically, because I didn't know
Right. Right.
anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for me to relate. But at the end of the day, I knew the music could take me to to a place where I was
Okay.
really
Okay.
good. And that's when I got into the rhyming and things of that nature. I started battling and things, so on and so forth. That was all real. That was all cool. But the thing is that as I continued with the music and I continued to open myself up, of course, I started to meet people, vibe with people, so on and so forth. The music was always my mainstay. I eventually opened up when I got to UGA. High school passed. I went to Woodridge, Miller Grove, Redan. Then I went to UGA. At UGA, I opened up crazy. I was an extrovert, you know what I'm saying? Talking to everybody, so on and so forth, vibing. And that's where basically Fort Knox was born. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know me as Shaq at UGA because I favored him heavy, like the bald head, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. No doubt.
You know what?
That's sort of like how I know.
That's how I know you. You went to school with my cousin Ruth. You went to school with my cousin at UGA, Roofing.
Yeah. So you taking me there?
Me and Roofing, we were doing stuff together back in the days, and you were at an event, and he introduced me to you, and that's how we met, was through Roofing. That's my cousin. And he was like, "Yo, you went to UGA. He went to UGA with me, and that's how me and you made that introduction, was through him."
No doubt. And see that's the thing. Like that's how I know. It's certain ways that I know people know me from certain eras. Like if you know me as if you know me as Dave, you know me from high school or so on and so forth. If you know me as Shaq, that's UGA. Fort Knox, that's after UGA, so on and so forth. But the bottom line, that experience at UGA allowed me to open up, become more of an extrovert, and once I came back to Atlanta, I was on top and I was running event to event, talking to DJs, talking to execs, talking to managers, that one. I was hungry. I wanted to get busy with the game. I wanted to build my relationships. So that being the case, it was on and popping from there. And I was working with my brother Big Ty. We started managing an artist by the name of Willie Joe. Rocked with him for a few, you know what I'm saying? Like a minute, you know what I'm saying? Got him a situation over at Capitol Records, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Noontime.
And now look what Willie Joe's doing now. So he over there with Generation Now. A&R, look at that now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm about to say. Look out. Look out. The circle of life again. Know what I'm saying? Now I mean, it didn't work out as far as on that end, but now look, he's over at the Generation Now, smashing on some A&R movies. You know what I mean? Getting big. You know what I mean? So that popped off. Shout outs to my brother Stanza. We rock together as far as on the management side of things. You know what I mean? Ty and I, we started producing Swap Meet, a producer event. It was a beat battle where, exactly, you know what I'm saying? Honorable C Note, M16, you know what I'm saying? Drugs, like mad producers that are platinum and popping now. Like, that was their training ground. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, we started another event, beat battle called Fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? So we rocking with that now, doing our thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Greg Gates, my 15 family. Like, we doing some craziness with my little brother Young Maul, my other little brother Greedy. Like, they about to pop off crazy. You know what I'm saying? My Maestro Media family. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole new era of acts that are about to explode on the scene. You know what I mean? And this is all like I stayed vested in the game. You know what I'm saying? But like people primarily know me as a host, but again, I tell people all the time, I'm a dot connector. You know what I'm saying? I'm a relationships guy. You know what I'm saying? Because over all the years, all the names that you've named, you know what I'm saying? Like I've built those relationships with those individuals, but also their management, there's been situations where I've had the opportunity to build relationships with some of the people that work with their labels and so on and so forth. This would be it. It's across the board, and this has been over years. So, you know, I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just keep it moving. I keep it moving.
So what was the very first event that do you remember the very first event you hosted, and how did you even fall into that position of hosting? Like, I don't, we don't wake up.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
You know, I say, like, what happened that pushed you into that arena of being a host?
I love you, brother. I love you. Listen. Shout out to Ravella Williams. You know what I'm saying? People who know from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? She had an event called Almost Famous. I'm gonna say this. Be Rich. Shout outs to him and B.O.B. Ray Daniels. Shout outs to him and Rock City. You know,
salute.
Word. Like them and Ty, myself, and Willie Joe. Like, Willie Joe, Rock City, and B.O.B. was smashing shows on the independent scene at that time. Like, anytime those three acts touched the stage, it was. So I say that to say this. Yo, I gotta big them up. But she had an event called Almost Famous. You know what I'm saying? And one night she needed a host for the event. And I said, well, let me try my hand at it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got busy, and after that, it was a wrap.
You were hooked, right? You were hooked. I know that feeling, man. Yeah, that feeling.
What?
So let me ask you.
It was crazy.
So you got that first taste of hosting. How did you promote yourself to continue hosting other people's events? How did you put the word out like, hey, I'm a host? How did you push that?
It was a situation that sort of came easy because once I locked in with Ravella, her showcase was highly known. You know what I'm saying? So once people saw me at her spot, they was like, yo, son's official. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it became a situation where it was either come through and rock at my joint, or, you know, I used her joint as a resume. Like, yo, I just finished rocking over at Almost Famous. Like, yo, what's good? Boom, 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 booms. You know what I'm saying? And we kept it moving like that. Other than that, though, I was also a very hungry individual. So I would be on the move trying to smash whatever I could. You know what I'm saying? Event to the point where on some hustle maneuvers, I would build I would build relationships with security at venues. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I used to do security back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yo, what's good? Shop it up. Yo, people's let me through. You know what I'm saying? Especially over Masquerade. Like, over there, I was good money. Apache, I was good money. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain spots, I was good money. So when I see an act, when I saw an act that I was vibing with about to perform, I would get there early. You know what I'm saying? Try to link with the act directly, or it'd be a situation where I just bum rush the spot and just appear on stage early. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And just start rocking the crowd like, yo, we just vibing. And I just fit right in. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, it's not, for me back then, it wasn't about paper. It was about awareness. You know what I'm saying? It was about building my awareness. And as I built my awareness, Cass was like, yo, this kid is crazy. We need to rock. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I continue to build my resume and build and build and build and build event after event after event after event. You know what I'm saying? And it kept going.
So pretty much you took the steps and just you hustled hard, man, and just got out there and took it pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You kind of and then you put yourself on the map.
I had to do it.
If you need to have your show hosted, that's the man to do it. Fort Knox is the man to do it.
No doubt, no doubt, because that free hustle eventually turned into paper, because cats was like, because at the end of the day, what it is that cats don't know that
Exactly.
you're on the stage for free. They don't know that you hustle that situation. They just like, yo, this cat is crazy. So when I bring my resume through, or when someone in the audience or someone sideline sees, yo, son, like, yo, come and rock my joint, I'm like, all right, yo, here's the exchange.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Boom, 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 booms. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? When it's applicable.
And that's what a lot of
Yo,
people
like,
don't
it's
understand.
crazy. It was
Yeah, and that's
crazy.
what a lot
Like,
of people
the
don't
way it was
understand
working
is like
out.
at the beginning, you're gonna have to do a lot of stuff for free in order to build your brand. You know what I'm saying? You built a brand, you know what I'm saying? And now
You got
once a brand has been built and has that awareness, that's when you can start attaching the dollar signs to it. Right.
You got to. You got to. You
Right.
got to build your value. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, if Cass is not looking at you like you're valuable, you know what I'm saying? Like you're an asset, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
nah, they're not paying you no mind, you know what I'm saying? At all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But once they see that you're official, they like, all right, yo, son,
And let me ask you,
yo,
where do you
we
get
rocking
that?
with you.
Where does that
You
energy
know what I
come
mean?
from? That you grab deep inside of you and then to put onto that stage. Like when you do a hosting, your hosting is like you doing a show. Like it's a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? And that's just from experience myself at my events. Like in between acts, you'll come out and you'll still keep the energy level. If the energy level was here, you'll still keep it there. If the energy level was here, you'll move it up. Where do you go to grab that energy, man?
Yeah, it's a passion inside of me that I'll say this. I'll say this. You know, Fort Knox is not necessarily a persona that I created. Like, it's me as a person. You know what I'm saying? It's really me. Like, you know, when I was like 18 or 19, like I was paralyzed from the neck down. You know what I'm saying? I had a condition called Guillain-Barré. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, long story short, forgive me, it left me paralyzed for
Oh
like
wow.
three months. You know what I'm saying? I lost crazy weight. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I went down like a buck 30. It was crazy. Then after that, I came down with epilepsy, and yo, it was just madness. Yo, to have survived all of that, you know, I prayed through it. I was prayed over. You know, I'm just a thankful individual. I'm grateful. So it's sort of like when you see, you know, you're either watching church from home or you're at church and you see someone catch the Holy
Right.
Ghost. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
that's
you.
me
That's
24/7.
you.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm thankful. I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying, to be alive, mobile. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying, I could do what I
Right.
could do my thing. You know what I mean? Like, nah, because I remember days laying
Okay,
in
that
that
makes
bed.
sense. That
You know
makes
what I'm saying?
sense.
Like, I still catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still catch those thoughts.
Right.
So it's like, nah, I'm blessed. So while you know, my
Right.
energy is just on level 10. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, let me
Right.
share this energy. You know what I'm saying? And in with that, all right, yo, let's elevate the scene. And to cap it off, it's like when I see an audience, I look at them like, oh, okay, y'all need an example
Okay.
of
Okay. Okay.
what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Or how to lift off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a by all means feel free to
Right.
show
Right.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
All right. So what was
And then after that, everybody is going
right?
crazy.
So what was your favorite show that you
Yeah.
hosted? Like as far as artist wise, from big, small, independent to the major, what show like stands out in the artist that stands out that all right, that was my favorite or one of my favorites that I've hosted?
Yo, I have a few. One, my brother New Face posted.
Shouts out to New Face.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, big ups, family. Was a show that my brother DJ Kerosene and I rocked with Royce the 5'9" at the old Masquerade.
Yeah, okay.
Saying like, it was, the energy
heaven?
was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, actually, it was in.
Yeah, okay.
It was in hell. It was in hell. And we were wilding. The crowd was wilding. The energy was just insane. He was there. Your West Side Gun was there. Conway was there. You know what I mean? Like, Stolly was there. Like, it was just a magnificent night. And the flow of the show and just the vibe that was in there, like the energy was brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So that was beautiful. Another show was what's my man from Harlem? ASAP Rocky. And this was in heaven. Yeah, this was in heaven. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the crowd literally move like a wave.
Wow.
Like a wave in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? It was insane. It was insane. Schoolboy Q, another one up in heaven, like, like, oh man, like,
right.
I got shows, B. Like, we've had moments. We've had moments. You know what I'm saying? That one, Schoolboy Q, I did with Black Boy. You know what I'm saying? But Kerosene is Black Boy is a monster as well. Big ups to him. Kerosene is my partner in crime. That's my PNC though. That's who I usually rock these shows with, and we get busy.
Now, what's a show that you've rocked that you thought was gonna go one way and it just completely just went left, like it just got crazy? What's a show that just completely went the other way, like down, like a situation happened, and just tell me about. I know you've dealt with some crazy shit that's happened.
Yo, I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. Yo,
and I'm thinking of one that you hosted, and I'm trying to see if it's the one that you're about to say. But let's see.
Well, I mean, we'll see. You may have to tell that story. No. I'll be quick. Because I want to hear yours as well. Because I know yours isn't mine. Kerosene and I, we did Dave East at Center Stage, and long story short, his opening acts, the music, so on and so forth, it couldn't play, whatever. So we had to end up rocking for like 3 hours.
Who, you and Kerosene?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Kerosene, yeah. We didn't expect, like, we expected to do like an hour, maybe hour and a half, you know what I'm saying? And then we go into the opening act.
Right.
We actually expected to do like an hour. And then the opening act, I bring them out, next act, so on and so forth, boom, 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 boom. But none of the opening acts, their music was 3 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? So that was unexpected altogether. You know what I'm saying? We rocked it.
Damn, that's crazy.
We rocked it. But it
the one I'm thinking about,
no doubt.
The one that got shot up at Center Stage. It was like Gucci's people were backstage. It was with the taco. What's it called? Taco. What was it? The one the cat's called? Taco. Beer and tacos. Yeah, beer and tacos. I don't know what they were doing, but they put together. I can't remember who it was. I think it was like Waka Flock and Gucci and them and some other clique that they were beefing with at that time. I don't know why they put that show together like that, but it was back. It took our back. The show didn't even finish, and I think it took a couple of years before Center Stage even let hip hop artists back into Center Stage. You remember that one?
That was a
Yeah,
crazy night.
and it went
Yeah.
down it was in the
That
back.
was the crazy.
Yeah, in the back. And it just went down. And we had to cancel the show and everything. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. And the vibe was good. Everybody in
No
the city
doubt.
was out
No
there.
doubt.
The vibe was right. You know what I'm saying? And it just went
Right?
left. It just went
Right?
left, man. So yeah.
Left.
And you were
Left.
hosting that one too. You were hosting that one too.
Crazy.
That just went left.
Real
Man.
talk. Real talk.
Let me ask you, so
No doubt. No
living
doubt.
or dead, an artist whose show concert that you haven't hosted, which artist would that be? 3 artists, alive or dead, that you have never hosted. Whose show would you want to host? And why?
I definitely say
Oh, I
Red and
can
Meth
imagine that.
off
You
top.
with Red and
Yeah,
Meth energy? Oh shit.
yeah,
That would be crazy.
yeah, that energy is crazy.
Yeah.
That energy is crazy. I gotta add Busta
You and
Rhymes.
Buster?
You know what I'm saying? And then I was sorry I missed them. I was glad my brother New Face was rocking with them. And even the stage management, you know what I'm saying, for doing one music. But yo,
Ooh.
3-6 Mafia, like, yo, that would just be an insane experience for me. I'm gonna tell you something that was crazy for me that had me sort of between a rock and a hard place. And I didn't expect it, but I was supposed to host Project Pat when he was here.
Okay.
I think it was last year, the year before. And you know, I was already booked. Shout out to my brother Brandon, Speakeasy Promo, and it was locked in. I was amped. And I got the call from my peoples, DJ Case and Bloom up in Tennessee. They got contacted by Red Bull, DJ Premier, and MOP.
And you were already booked for Project Pat.
I said,
dang.
I was already booked for Project Pat. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
And I said, yo, Brandon, yo, I know, but you know what I mean? And yo, I'm a Project Pat fan. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like Son is a legend. You know what I'm saying? A monstrous one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I look forward to the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? God willing, it comes again for me to get a run at that.
With Premier,
run rocking with him again.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But
shit. Premier,
yeah,
man,
that Premier and MLP joint was out of control. Was out of control.
Did you check out the Premier and RZA?
Doubt. Plus they had a crazy DJ too.
Did you check that out?
Yeah, that was
Premier and RZA. Oh man, that shit was man. Like at first I was trying to keep score. I'm like, bro, I can't even keep score of this, man. Like this is just so legendary. I was like, let me just be in the moment. Like you can't even keep score of that. Like Premier and RZA were just, oh man, they were in their bag, man, just pulling shit out. I was like, oh man.
I was on my commentary maneuvers. I was
and I seen you
like you. I
was
enjoying the moment.
In there. I believe I did see your name pop up in the comments.
No doubt. D-Bugs was good. Zaria was good, baby. I see you.
And shout out Justin from We Are Puma. He just jumped in here too. So let me ask you, man. Talk a little bit. Talk about the situation that we're in right now with the COVID-19, man. How's that? I know, like everyone else, it's affected a lot of us. How's that personally affected you, like personally and professionally, with this whole COVID-19? No more concerts for right now. You know, how's that affected you, and what are you doing to kind of overcome that right now?
Well, personally, you know, I keep her name alive. You know, God bless the dead. My sister Mitchie, you know what I'm saying, she passed from
Oh, rest in peace.
COVID. Maybe
My
about 2 years
condolences.
ago. No doubt, definitely. Uh, you know, love to my brother and my sister and my nieces. You know, my entire family. But you know, we gonna keep lifting her up. But on the professional side of things, uh, it's
Right.
so things are going digital now. Like we're trying to find ways to you know, utilize these digital networks as opposed to
Right.
doing these shows, doing live shows and live events and things of that nature. You know,
Right.
so Zoom and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
these live interviews and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But from a monetary standpoint, like you know, like it just the opportunities for
Yeah.
for hosting and things of that nature, like it still has to be it's still a way of it's still being, how should I say, it's still be the research is still like
Right. Right.
being looked into, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like it's like it's something that has to be properly
Right. Right. Right.
equated, properly worked out. You know what I'm saying? So for myself, you know, I've been blessed enough to have, you know, stacked
Okay.
and things of that nature. So I'm good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm constantly trying to you know, look into ways
Right.
of, all
Exactly.
right, yo, how can we maximize? How can we, you know what I'm saying? You know, beyond that, you know, I'm enjoying.
Oh, the
I gotta
DJs are
shout out
killing
my
right now.
DJs.
I
I
think
will say that.
we're getting a whole
I,
new appreciation
let me,
right now for the DJs right now. It is crazy right now. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yes, that's why I say let me bring it there to my DJs, like let me bring it there, like because being, how should I say, close quarters for, you know, like cabin fever, whatever you want to call it, you know, like I suffer from depression, anxiety, things of that nature.
Right. Right.
You know, I'm open about it, so it's not anything like it's, you know, it is what it is. But you know, they've given me they've uplifted me. It sort of took me back to when I was a kid, like when I was talking
Right.
about
Right.
how I moved
Right.
here,
Right. Right.
you
Right.
know,
Right.
back when
Right.
I was 11, just had the music. I tap into them
And
and
what
I'm
D
like,
Nice was able to
yo,
do,
what's
what College
good?
Park doing right now, man, it's just been like, man, Sean
Yes,
doing stuff too.
Lecter,
You know what I'm
Kerosene,
saying? Yeah.
Italian, DiBiase. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Now, you know, it's I will say I like the transition though. I like the transition because at the end of the day, like it's forcing us to utilize our
Exactly.
digital or these digital platforms
Right.
for our betterment. You know what I'm saying? For our betterment. You know what I mean? So, you know, at the end of the day, it's all
Yeah.
good.
How do
It's
you?
all good. It's
I'm
all
sorry. Go
good.
ahead, bro.
You know, like no. I, is there money to be made off of these opportunities? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's being done in various ways. But I'm glad that that's being work. I'm glad that that's actually being utilized and worked out. You know what I'm saying? And innovated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. People are taking advantage of this
Our hands were
situation
forced
for the better.
to get innovative. You know what I'm saying? So our hands were forced, and then, like you said, take advantage of these different platforms that we have. Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
And then, so let me ask: do you feel that the government opened things up too early, or do you feel? Yeah.
Oh, that's not a question. That's a given.
Okay.
That's a given. That's a given. That's a given. That's a given. Like, you know, that's the reason why you see what's happening in Florida. You know what I'm saying? You see
Even
what's
here at home,
happening
the cases are going back up.
in Houston. You see what's happening here. But when I say in those cities, like those cities
Texas,
are actually shutting down. You know what I'm saying? Like Texas. Like when you mention here, like it's like what you said. Like the stats are rising. The stats are rising at an incredible rate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, it was all too early. It was all too early. You know, but it on the other side, because I've had conversations and people like, well, what are you going to do?
And I feel that's what the government looked at. At the end of the day,
like,
we're in the United States. The United States is a capitalist economy, and the only way our economy works is money circulating. So I think the government just looked at it like, what, we're going to have people starve, we're going to have our cases rise up. There's nothing we can do. We can't have the whole economy just shut down. You know, especially from the top. If they're not eating and their bottom line's being affected, man, of course they're gonna open things back up. You know what I'm saying? They have no choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel it was the smart move, but like we said, man, what are people gonna do to make money? You know what I'm saying? So especially people in certain type of industries.
But then it falls on the shoulders of the government to actually do their due diligence and provide for the people.
Right. I think that they should have,
to keep them safe.
I think they should have been really tough on these restrictions. Like, I think they should have really made sure, hey, everybody got to wear a mask. Like, hey, if you're not wearing a mask, you're getting a ticket. You know, like when you're driving, if a police officer sees you without your seatbelt, what's going to happen? You're going to get pulled over. You're going to get a ticket. That's for safety. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that's what the government should have stepped in more, especially our state governments should have stepped in more and enforce certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you got to keep a mask on. You know, certain things I think they could, instead of just opening it right open, enforce certain things to kind of prevent the spread of it.
I mean, they did that. They did that for instance, they did that in New York, and look what happened. Like, people are getting beat. People are getting, like that led to a whole into more issues of police brutality and things of that nature. Like, because people, because the law enforcement was extra with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where do you draw the line? My whole thing is that, like here in Georgia, Kemp, he knew what was going on. He knew he knew it was a money play, as far as, all right, well, I'm just gonna open up these businesses. You know what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, one, it did hurt the African American community by far. You know what I'm saying? But two, excuse me, it didn't allow those employees to cry unemployment anymore, and it didn't allow the business owners to say, well, look, I need assistance from the government as far as my building is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because now this is open. You know what I'm saying? So we're not providing that money So it's the money
Right.
play. It's the
Exactly.
money play. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that you know
Right.
that we had to go through that because now we're on the back end of it, and we're again we're being hurt the most because out of those 8,000 people, out of those 8,000 new cases, when you ask what percentage are African American,
Right.
it's gonna be us. We're gonna compose the
And
highest
why do you think that
percentage
is? Why do you think that is, as far as us being the highest percentage of those new cases?
because our communities, uh, the people in our community, we own salons, we
Right.
own the businesses that were targeted as far as all right, well, yo, go ahead and open up. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they were doing on multiple levels, on a money level,
Right.
and
And when you
on an
say these
ethnic level.
businesses, you're talking about the barbershops,
They knew who they
beauty
were.
salons. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure people understand what we're
Of course,
talking about here.
of course,
Okay.
yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate across the
Have
board.
you made
It's
your way out to
unfortunate
any
across the board.
barbershops yet, or you kind
You
of
know,
falling back on barbershops?
I went to shout out to Showtime. You know what I'm saying? My brother Bo. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to his barbershop.
Okay.
That's my barber. You know what I'm saying? But and that's my barber. But I say that to say this. Like I went there one day. Like I was
Okay.
quarantine beard gang for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like my beard was crazy. My whole head was
Yeah.
here. You know what I mean? But uh, I went there one day and I was gonna get a cut, but I said, yo, son, you rocking the masks? He said, all right, yo, nah, I got him. And so he came with the masks and whatnot. I said, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And those were that was the necessity as
Okay.
far as for me to
Okay.
go in there and get a cut. You got to have that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Okay.
that's when
Okay.
I felt comfortable as
So
far as
did
getting a
now in
cut
that
over.
barbershop, did other
You
people
know what I
have
mean?
masks? Like people wait, were they letting people wait in the barbershop for their turn to get cut? Because I haven't been in the barbershop yet. I've been doing my own stuff for a little bit, and then I was thinking maybe next week I might step out and finally get a nice lineup. I'm still contemplating on if I'm going to do that. So I haven't actually stepped into any barbershops yet to see the scene how it's going. How is that? Like, are all the barbers, are they masked up? Are they limiting how many people can come into the barbershop, or is it just business as usual?
Now that's the thing. Like they're limiting the number of two things. They're limiting the number of people that could. It's only 10 people
Okay.
allowed
Okay.
in the barber shop at one time, as far as that's concerned. And
Rose,
yeah, as far as the
if you
masks
tell
are
me don't
concerned,
do it, tell
yeah,
me don't
definitely.
go to the barber. I feel you, Rose. Yeah, I've been contemplating, thinking about it, man. But he was like, "Hey, don't do
Yeah,
it."
I, I feel them too. I feel them too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I had to go test it out. But once I got my confirmation as far as like I'm seeing the masks and all
And I
that
got a
good stuff,
comment
I was like,
here. Who's that?
cool.
The Angel
DJ
Games. He
Knox,
said in Cali they book clients one
Uncle
at a
Plum.
time wearing masks. That makes sense too.
Oh, Angel Games was good, baby. Oh, yo, UGA in the building, no
All
doubt.
right, so I'm gonna
Dutch
pose a
was
question
good.
to you that I pose to a lot of people, and I just want to see what your response is. Do you feel that if it wasn't for COVID-19, everything getting shut down, that the Greg Floyd incident wouldn't have got the amount of eyes and coverage on it as if everything was back open, if the NBA was still going on, the season still going, people were able to get out? Do you feel that if it wasn't for the COVID-19 situation where we all, because I was right at the beginning of March where everything was shut down, we were glued to our phones because we had nothing else to do. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that George Floyd situation would have sparked everything already anyway? Or do you feel just the situation and times that we were in at that particular time, that's what allowed it to spark that situation and continue to push this movement right now?
Nah, I think due to God bless the dead as far as George Floyd is concerned, I think due to the severity of the situation and Ahmaud Arbery, God bless the dead, yo, and across the board, because
Yes, sir.
justice for Breonna Taylor, like you got to. I'm saying all these things
Right.
for impact now. Understand that this is not like
Right.
George Floyd was the tipping point. So regardless of COVID or not, like that footage that
Right.
enraged a community, and that rage spread
Right.
throughout the nation. When there was that vision of, not vision, but that post of the precinct on fire, like, yo, like it, the city, like full of fury on what had happened. Like, nah, like the protests were gonna go down
Okay.
regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone was
Right.
thoroughly vexed because it was a buildup. When you think of Ahmaud Arbery, when you think
Right.
of Breonna Taylor, like, you know what I'm saying, when you think of in the past, again, his statement was, "I can't breathe."
Right.
When you think of Eric
I
Garner,
can't breathe.
his statement was, "I can't breathe." When I'm seeing these, when I'm seeing these "I can't breathe" shirts, I'm like, in my
Right.
mind, I'm like, again? Nah, yo,
Right. Okay.
this was a tipping point. So now, yo, in short,
Okay.
the protests are gonna go down regardless.
I just wanted to see your viewpoint from there as far
And
as,
there's been,
you know, how you felt about that. So now, how do you feel? Do you feel that people of our position, entertainers, are obliged to utilize their platforms to push this movement right now? Like, while we got our eyes and ears looking and listening, do you feel we're obliged to go ahead and utilize our platform to go ahead and push to fight, you know, the end to injustice, social injustice, and the fight to end the police brutality? Do you feel that it's we're obliged that we have to take our platforms and use that to fight what's going on, you know, so we can get so it's better for not only just for us but also for our future as well?
I think so. To the extent that many have, you know what I'm saying, I've seen
Okay.
many actively do so. I don't
Okay.
necessarily question those who don't, because I don't
Right.
know what their plans are. You know what I'm saying? So they may be cooking up something
Right.
phenomenal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just may be taking a little time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't judge. I don't get into
Okay.
all that. You know what I mean? I just say, let's stay active. Let's stay active and do what we can. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I would like for us to come together and really take to heart what Killer Mike said in a powerful and potent manner. When he said, I believe it was uh, plot, plan, strategize,
Yep.
organize, and mobilize. You know, that was a dope statement. You know what I'm saying? But it's one that we got to act upon
Right.
for real, because you know it's there's a lot of I'll say it like this: hundreds of thousands of people throughout the nation, all right, have protested. If we gathered those same hundreds of thousands of people and we said, look, we're gonna buy land, we're gonna build schools, we're gonna back certain candidates, you know, we're gonna actually put our numbers to use
Exactly.
in an organized manner.
It's yeah.
Are you kidding
Right.
me? Who's stopping us? Who's stopping? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna spend money in a strategic manner that's efficient and beneficial
Right.
for the collective. Who's stopping?
Like that. That makes sense.
Who's stopping us? Nah. And I'm just talking about the hundreds of thousands who were actually in the streets because they were physically able to
Right.
protest. There were
Right.
millions more who felt like them, who feel like them.
Right.
We need to come together. But it's gonna take
Okay.
it's gonna take more. I'll leave it at that.
That's kind of rolling into my next question.
More.
Like, do you feel that our voices are being heard? And then you went right into what I was going to ask for what do we need to do next to bring it all together? And you said it exactly what I wanted you to say. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. Our voices are being
Right.
heard. Like, that's not a question. I mean, you can see that there have been multiple changes
right, yeah.
From you know, the statues were being torn
And then they
down.
took
That
down
was
the
a work
flag
in
in
progress.
Mississippi. The
That was
Confederate flag in
already
Mississippi got taken down. Like, that's crazy. Like, a lot of people,
you
like,
see how that
we live in the South, so we understand. Like, for Mississippi, I never thought that flag out of that state would go down. I never thought I'll see a day when I was alive that flag would go down.
and they said, all right, we got y'all.
Right.
We got y'all covered. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's happening. There's been so much progress. At the end of the day, I say this, and I blanket the statement as simple as this. While there's been so much progress, I want people to be prepared, because I don't want us to backtrack if, say, for instance, those 4 cops who murdered George Floyd are found innocent.
Exactly.
What happens then? We tear up the country. We wild out everything. Listen.
Hey, Ford, this is what I want to do.
Listen.
I want to, man, I still got more stuff I want to chop it up about.
Good.
We like at 56 seconds before they end this live.
Yeah.
I'm going to close this live and jump back on. You still got time? Yeah, we still have some more stuff I want to talk about.
Let's do it.
You're about to hit a good point right there, man. So I want to. So everybody who's tapped in right now, we about to shut this down. We only got 40 seconds, and we're gonna open up a new live. Congo,
O'Reilly was good.
I'm about to shut this down.